Okay, thank you very much. And actually, we're more or less on time. We've got about 20 minutes or so for sort of questions and comments. So, over to you. As I say, as well as the people at the front, we've got Joe from Parks and Countryside here, Richard, who chairs the policy committee that covers this area, and myself and Barbara as local councillors. So, questions, comments? Ian?
One very quick point whilst I remember it. With the recording, we've got the cafe coming. If we could get them to put a whiteboard or a chalkboard where people put, seen today, let us spot a woodpecker, that really encourages people to do stuff. Especially if it's near the bird, you've got bird feeder there, that's great. And then the other thing, just think about problems becoming assets. If we've got a bog garden and we've got what I call the lake and mill pond, they're actually, for climate change, Sheila, they're holding carbon. They are capturing carbon big time. All that silt is carbon.
Right, don't dig it up then.
We've had reference to the cafe on the Hope Valley, and that's a destination itself. And if we can do that in a smaller way, brings other people into the park, because it's a multi-use park, isn't it? It's for walkers, it's for children, it's for grandparents, and the cafe will all help that become a focal point for recording data and actually encouraging the next generation to look after the park. I've got lady at the back first.
While we've got Ian here, what about an annual bio bit? I know that Sorby used to do one many years ago. I was just thinking, if you had something like that and the expertise in all those different fields, it was an annual thing, then all the friends and people who were starting to be more aware of the park would have a possibility of learning new skills or getting to know the people who've got those skills, perhaps being able to contribute to the data more effectively. I don't know how bio bits get set up.
It's organised nationally, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a national organisation, and then so they have organised one on a regional basis.
I remember one of the first volunteer days, it was very rainy, was clearing Himalayan balsam from the brook. And I just wondered if problem invasive species is still an issue for our future plans.
Who can pick that one up? Have we got invasive species?
I think the obvious one in the park is the stone cabbage. And the main thing is to monitor its spread downstream. So within the park it's not a problem. Moving downstream it might be. So that's working with the Friends of Ecclesall Woods and others to make sure it's not getting out.
Yes, Joe from Parks and Countryside, go on, come to the front,
Yeah,
with more comments and questions. So yeah, hi everyone, I'm Joe and I'm one of the service managers. So I'm here on behalf of Parks and Countryside, but representing John Gilpin and Andy Mumford and a lot of the people that you'll work with day to day. And I really just wanted to say thank you. You both described yourselves, or a lot of you, as amateurs, and I think, wow, it's pretty impressive for amateurs, because it's, sitting here reflecting. I've been working with Sheila particularly on the more business side of things to do with the cafe, but sitting here reflecting today, it's a real kind of blueprint is how we see it, that can be shared through the wider network of Friends of groups, through the Green Open Spaces Forum and others. So just thank you. I know that from the Woodland team, what they wanted me to highlight was the work specifically around, there's the ongoing work that you've done with John for a number of years, but specifically around the rough stand hills, the information sharing as well as the practical work on site. And then from Andy Mumford's team, and you talked about the austerity cuts, and over the years, Ian, that you talk to the gardeners and the ground maintenance staff who talk a lot about, it hurts them seeing some of these sites, how they've kind of fallen into certain states of repair, and they take great pride in the flower beds that used to be maintained in a certain way. So the fact that the Friends of group and the volunteers are doing so much on the site here, I know that Andy says it just wouldn't look like it would today if it wasn't for the work that you were all doing. And from my perspective, it's been a pleasure to work with you personally, Sheila. The site, as you say, it's going through a real step change. I'm also local, and I should have said that at the start, that this is a really special place to me, Willowbrook Park, and with the introduction of a cafe and a toilet, it's only going to really ramp it up and made it a little bit more practical for bringing my little 4-year-old up and not having to nip into the woods, sorry. So, you know, we're really excited, but genuinely we're just more grateful and appreciative of the efforts of so many people, because it really wouldn't be happening without you. So thank you.
Thank you, Jo.
So actually, that's a good point. Maybe sprinting a marathon, but we've got to be careful we don't run out of puff too soon, actually, which brings us to, you know, getting more people engaged. The cafe, I'm sure, will help that. The simple suggestions like, you know, whiteboard and recording things, and obviously having advertising there. But, you know, when I bring this to a close, there's plenty of information here. There's the forms on the side for people to sign in if they want to, you know, collect data and so on, that's been alluded to, and the history groups. It's not just the ecology, the vegetation and the wildlife. There's the history of the area as well. There's lots of aspects where people can get involved in, and it would be remiss of me not to echo what Jo said, because we wouldn't be where we are today without all the people in this room who've done above and beyond sterling duty. And as Jo said as well, you know, talking to the rangers and the parks people, they don't want to see the parks decline anymore. You know, they've invested, it's their careers in trying to keep these things going, and everything we do will help. On the bottom of the agenda as well, I ought to do the publicity and thank the sponsors of various things, the Lottery Community Fund, the Council, UK EcoNet, and, well, the Friends Group themselves have done an awful lot to keep this going, and you know, going above and beyond. Finally, I'm just going to ask Richard Williams, who oversees the policy committee in this area, to have the final word here.
Thank you very much. It's nice to see many of you here today. I'm not going to repeat what Jo's said. She stole all my thunder. So thank you, Jo. We'll talk about that next week. A few thank yous. Firstly, thank you to Sheila for inviting me here. We met.
We did.
October? Was it October-ish?
Something like that.
When we thought the cafe was going to be very quickly opened. But I'm pleased it is coming. It's coming soon, and it will make such a difference to the park.
Yeah.
As will the toilets. But enough of the toilets. Thank you to Ian and Christine.
Yeah.
A lot of what you said resonates with me. I've got an issue in my ward. I represent Stannington. We've got Olive Mill Pond, which is silting up every day. You can see a difference. And some of the things you've said, I'd like to talk to you about them. If I may.
Yeah.
Right. And finally, thank you to the Friends Group. As a city, we have many parks, and too many parks actually, if you can have such a thing, in terms of dealing with them and maintaining them, and we couldn't do it without the Friends Groups across the city. I'm here today with you, so thank you very much. I don't need to say anything else apart from that in the Telegraph. Amazing and very rewarding. I came here in the summer and we walked from the cafe area right the way up to the top where deforestation has happened because of disease. I was shocked, absolutely shocked. In the paper it says it talks like it's a scene from the Battle of the Somme. That's what struck me as well. So for you guys to be planting, was it 13,000 trees?
Well, we didn't do it all.
There's no time for modesty here. It's a fantastic effort. So on behalf of the council, thank you very much. Keep doing your good work. And I look forward to coming up here. I don't drink coffee, but I'll probably have a nice cup of tea. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you very much. And as I say, I'll close the formal part of the meeting, but informally, please have a look at the displays, which are really informative, and a lot of effort's gone into those, and say, chat to the volunteer. And thank you, Christine, because it is now exactly 3:30.